Hi guys, welcome back on board to the Crypto Cruiser. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin chart and where we're heading in the immediate short term, where potentially we can end up in the immediate short term by the end of the month or by the end of the year. Of course, we're also going to talk some traditional markets, S&P 500, and of course, actually, before I start talking about the chart analysis of Bitcoin and S&P 500, I just wanted to show you something, guys, because I found out some of the people in the comment section were saying that I didn't inform you. I didn't say that we're going to a price of around 77,000. So pretty much, I didn't say that from 70,000 we're gonna drop down to prices these previous local tops and turn them into support, the price of around 65,000. Then we're gonna have a bounce to all-time highs at around 73,000. Then we're gonna have a pullback to price of around 69, 68,000. Then we're gonna have a test of this huge yearly resistance line and price of around 76, 77,000. Really, I didn't say that. Well, there's a proof in the pudding. Like 10 days ago, 11 days ago, Bitcoin can potentially test 77k next week. And here, look at the title of this video. As predicted, Bitcoin is at 72, 73k levels. Next, retest of 69k. Basically, we have a pullback to 69k and then BTC going to 77k. I mean, what else do you want me to tell you guys? Do you want me to draw the picture as well? I mean, I've been telling you exactly how this market is gonna play out. From here, since I launched my channel, price of around 66,000, I've told you I anticipate a huge correction to start testing prices below 60,000, and then we're gonna have a huge drop to shake off all the weak hands and test prices below 50,000. Perfect. Then I said I anticipate a huge bounce back and test price of around 65,000 consolidation phase. Here on in this consolidation phase, I was posting on daily videos and I was telling you that we're gonna uh, go to price of around 65,000. I mean, perfect. What do you want me to say? But let's just talk about the S&P 500 and how I was able to nail that move as well. I mean, since around here, middle of July, we started a correction. I've told you this is just an ABC correction, nothing more than the extraordinary 10% on the downside. And I said I anticipate a huge V-shaped recovery, and sooner than later testing these prices here at its previous all-time high. And then I've said it will be healthy for the overall trend to actually come back and retest this huge resistance line, previous resistance twice as acted as resistance. We turn it into support, and then we have the continuation of the trend and start hitting all-time high prices again perfectly, guys. I mean, what do you want me to say? And right here, when we had this pullback, what did I tell you? I anticipate a huge bounce back because this can be a huge resistance line, previously support, now turn it into resistance. In the process, we actually formed a reverse head and shoulders, and when we dropped here, I said, well, the price target hasn't been met because if we measure from the head to the bottom, that's the price target of above 6,000, 6,250, and that's where we're heading. That's what I'm anticipating by the end of this year or early next one to start testing prices of above $6,000, and that's exactly what I'm thinking. I mean, what do you want me to say, guys? I mean, I've been nailing these markets to a T. So from 70,000 to a drop down below 50,000 to the local top at 65. Oh, another thing, from the period of 23rd of August till 6th of September, I've posted over 20 warning videos warning you that from price of around 65,000, we're gonna drop down to 52,000. I mean, I don't know if there's another channel on the internet calling you specific price targets at specific dates and it's playing out consistently right every single time. Anyway, from here we dropped from 65, we dropped to 57, 58, then to 54, and then eventually, as I've predicted, to 52,000. We retested 53, we took out this bear trap at 57, we started hitting higher highs and higher lows perfectly. In the process, we snap out of this huge triangle pattern on the upside, which is a bullish signal. We tested it once and we tested it here at price of around 10th of October. And what did I say? I anticipate a huge bounce back from price of around 58,000. I said in the immediate short term we're gonna go to 70,000. Perfect here, 70,000. We're gonna drop down and test these previous local tops at 65,000 and 66,500. We turn them into support. We formed in the process a W formation, which is a bullish signal, and snap on the all-time highs at price of around 73,000. Perfectly. We're gonna drop down to price of around 69. Well, we drop to 60, 68, 67. As I've said, perfectly predicted. And then a huge bounce back and start testing this huge yearly resistance line at price of around 76, 77,000. I mean, what did you? I mean, I've said it. Everything has been documented. Just turn back some of my videos. You clearly see it's there. I don't know why you are implying that I didn't say these things when I clearly and that's why I put them in the title of the video. So for you to understand what exactly I'm thinking. And so far, since I launched my channel almost three months ago, I've been nothing but 100% telling you that we are going one direction or the other. Before I say anything else in this video, I have to say that anything I said in this video and anything I'm about to say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. So what did I tell you? Once we dropped to price of around 52,000, I've said I anticipate a huge bounce back and start hitting all-time high prices at around 76, 77,000 a long time ago. And I said once we go to this level, I'd like to see. Now, if we're putting a lot of pressure on this huge yearly resistance line, and we actually broke out of it, and we start testing price of above 78, 80,000, and perhaps we come back, retest this previous huge resistance line, we turn into support, and then we have the continuation of the trend and start hitting price of above 85,000. Then that's it, guys. There's not gonna be a correction. I put that on 40% scenario. The other 60%, my personal opinion, I stand on my initial scenario. My initial base case is that once we touch this huge yearly resistance line, the price of around 77,000, we're gonna have a significant drop. We're gonna start dropping down prices. So first we're gonna go to 72,000. Perhaps we're gonna come back to 73. We set up a lower low to 69. We're gonna go to 71, and again a lower low to 60, potentially 67. We're gonna have another drop to another upside momentum to 70. We're gonna have a huge drop to 66, 65. So something like that is gonna be a correction, and perhaps by the end of this month or early next one, we're gonna start testing prices below 60,000 at price of around 59,500. Perhaps we're gonna form a double formation, which is gonna signal that the correction has been finished and we have bottomed, and we're gonna have another upside momentum. And from that moment on, by the end of this year, we can potentially start testing this huge yearly resistance again, and we can snap out of it and start going much further prices. Of course, in the long term, I still remain bullish. Everything I've been saying, I remain bullish. I'm bullish on so many crypto assets because I believe that decentralization will be our future. But for the short term, potentially, of course, we have to see. We have to take a few more days, see exactly how it's gonna play out. But I think a huge correction is also in the charts, because we've been recovering quite nicely. Of course, we've been setting up a very good bullish structure, setting up higher lows and higher highs, but eventually nothing goes in a straight up line. And I mean, so far everything I've been saying has been come out perfectly right. And I mean, I'm just trying to tell you guys: be hesitant, be open-minded, be level-headed, because potentially we can go for a correction. I mean, this is just gonna be a correction, not a bear market. Of course, again, there's also a huge possibility we just consolidate in these prices, and we don't stop don't start dropping down in price, then we're just gonna consolidate. We're gonna gear up and for a huge move on the upside. So let's see. I'm not calling out. Maybe in the video, I'm just gonna in the title, I'm just gonna potentially say that potentially we can go for a correction, just to have you to have a warning to tell you that potentially something like that can happen. But then again, this is not in my personal confirmed. This is just my theory, and I don't want you to miss the bull cycle, because eventually, Bitcoin can be quite explosive, and we can quickly snap on the upside. So everything it's in the charts so far. I mean, I have to tell you guys, I have been nothing but right. But let's see how it's gonna play out. This that I've been nothing but right, it doesn't mean that I'll be right in the future. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you all for the support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to get my crypto guidebook and my other book, The Art of Chart Analysis, with over 70 pages filled with very useful information of how to become a sophisticated trader, you can get my books from Patreon. And of course, once you subscribe to my Patreon, you get an exclusive content with 50 or 100x the most undervalued, underappreciated coins. Of course, that's not a financial advice. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see each other later on. Goodbye.